This is a story about John Bolton, and what's happening to him right now reveals something deeply troubling about power, revenge, and a president who cannot let go of grudges. On Thursday, October 16, 2025, federal prosecutors in Maryland secured a criminal indictment against Bolton, the 76-year-old former national security advisor who once sat at the heart of Trump's administration. He's charged with 18 federal counts related to classified information, and if convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. But here's what makes this different from a typical national security case. Bolton is the third Trump critic to face criminal charges in just the past few weeks. Let's be clear about what happened here. According to the 26-page indictment, Bolton allegedly transmitted top-secret national defense information through personal email and messaging apps, and retained classified documents at his Maryland home. Prosecutors say he shared more than 1,000 pages of sensitive information with two relatives, reportedly his wife and daughter. The documents included diary-like entries from his time as National Security Advisor, containing intelligence about future attacks, foreign adversaries, and foreign policy relations. At some point between 2019 and 2021, Iranian hackers allegedly accessed Bolton's personal email and gained access to this classified material. But here's where the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Bolton was fired from Trump's first administration back in 2019. He then wrote a memoir called The Room Where It Happened that portrayed Trump as ill-informed about geopolitics. Trump tried to block the book's publication, claiming it contained classified information. A judge denied that request. The book was released. And now, 5 years later, Bolton faces criminal charges. Think about the timing. New York Attorney General Letitia James was indicted on bank fraud charges in October. Former FBI Director James Comey was charged in late September with lying to Congress. All three are vocal Trump critics. All three face charges that emerged after Trump publicly demanded the Attorney General prosecute his political opponents, writing on social media that delays were killing our reputation and credibility. Bolton's lawyer, Abby Lowell, says the charges stem from diary entries his client kept over a 45-year career in public service. Like many public officials throughout history, Ambassador Bolton kept diaries. That is not a crime, Lowell stated. He describes the records as unclassified, shared only with immediate family, and known to the FBI as far back as 2021. Bolton himself issued a statement saying he looked forward to defending his lawful conduct in court, accusing Trump of seeking retribution against me. When asked about the indictment at the White House, Trump claimed he didn't know about it, but immediately added that Bolton was a bad guy. That phrase tells you everything. Not, the law must take its course. Not, I trust our justice system. Just, bad guy. This is the pattern of a leader who views the justice system as a personal weapon, someone who strips Secret Service protection from critics, as Bolton experienced in January along with other former officials, someone who publicly pressures his attorney general to prosecute enemies, someone for whom loyalty is everything and criticism is an unforgivable betrayal. John Bolton may indeed have mishandled classified information. That will be determined in court. But the question that should concern every citizen is this: is the Department of Justice pursuing justice or revenge? Because when three political opponents face charges within weeks of each other, after public demands from the president for prosecution, it stops looking like law enforcement and starts looking like persecution. Bolton will surrender to authorities on Friday. Attorney General Pam Bondi says no one is above the law. But increasingly, it appears some people are beneath it, targeted not for what they did, but for who they criticized.